Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to take a look at some Australian coins, and as you can see they're still right here in the plastic. They are from this uncirculated set from 1989, the Royal Australian Mint. You can see the two kangaroos in the setting sun, and then this is the back of it. It comes in a package with some information on it, and the coins then come inside it with this plastic kind of wrapper over the top. So let's take a look at them and kind of see what we've got here. Let's start with the high price coins, and these have not come out of the plastic yet, so this will be the first time. And this one looks like there's something a little wrong with it. Let's see what's going on here, whether that's just something that see or not. Okay, when we look at this, let's look at the back first, because I think I saw, actually on the front I can see there's something a little weird or wrong right here. I don't know, can you see how it kind of bulges out? Then there's a little dent there. Let's tip it up on its side. We see that, look at this. This one actually has a little chip out of it, straight out of the plastic. And we have you almost never see this in any of the Minter-proof sets, because if they see one of these, they won't put it in. So I love that we got this. So it's actually a $2 coin from Australia with a chip in it, and that is I don't think that's post-mint damage. I think, I don't think it didn't happen when they were packaging it for the uncirculated set. Let's get a better view of that. Yeah, we'll try it. Look at that. So when we look at this coin, we see that it is, of course, a $2 coin with the Southern Cross on it, an Aboriginal elder on the left. It says 2 here in dollars. And then right here there's an HH. And HH is the name of the initials of the designer, and that is Horst Hahn. So Horst Hahn engraved this coin and designed it, I believe. And now if you look at this, you can see that little dent there. This is kind of a suspect coin. It's funny. I'm glad that I got it, but if we tip it up on its edge, you see it is a smooth, and then reeded, then smooth, then reeded. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cutouts in it, 5 cutouts, 5 cutouts, 5 cutouts as you go around it. And of course, as I said, this coin is worth $2. It's on the front is just the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It's the Raphael David McClure portrait. We know that because we can go right down here and see the RDM. Elizabeth II, Australia, 1989. And this particular portrait, so-called third portrait. Okay, what else have we got in here? Well, if we go down, let's just go down in value. The next one is the dollar coin, and you can see the dollar coin is significantly bigger than the $1. The $1 is significantly bigger than the $2. We tip it up, and we see that separated rim again with the smooth, and it's hugely different. It has the so-called mob of ruse on the back of it. This is a Stuart Devlin design, and all the rest of these on the back will be Stuart Devlin designed coins. And if we look right through here, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kangaroos jumping around the outside of this coin. And if we flip it over, we're going to have the same. The light's a little funky today, huh? The same thing. So this is the Australian $1 coin from 1989. Again, these were all made in one set, so there's 150,000 of each of them made. The next one is going to be the biggest coin of all, and that, of course, is the 50 cents coin. And there again, you can really see the RDM on this one, right in there. And again, the third portrait, we have these kind of rounded edges. And then on the back we have the emu on the right and the kangaroo on the left and the shield of Australia with its 6 sections here. It says 50 at the bottom, and so that's for 50 cents. And if we go way down in at the bottom, we can see, not only do we see the 50, but we see the SD for Stuart Devlin right down there. Next up is maybe the most famous of all the coins, and that is, of course, the 20 cent. Again, Queen Elizabeth II, third portrait. And if we flip it over, we see, oh, it's the platypus. So this is a Stuart Devlin platypus, and you can see the SD right by the platypus's front arm, I guess you call it, or foot. SD right there, Stuart Devlin. So this is one that collectors all over the world love to see, just that Stuart Devlin design of the platypus in the water. Next up is the 10-cent coin, and it is the lyre bird coin. And I called it something else in one of my videos, and somebody said, what the heck are you talking about? This is a male lyrebird, and the reason they call it a lyrebird, L-Y-R-E, is because its tail is shaped like that musical instrument, the lyre. Down here we see the SD for Stuart Devlin here, and if we go way down deep in, and you often can't see these in the used coins, you can actually see the head and the beak and the eye, and this is the tail that flips around, and this is the actual back of the bird. Just a nice design. If we tip it up, we see that it is a reeded rim all the way around the outside. Next up is the 5-cent coin. And the 5-cent, oh, look at that. It's just the cutest little guy on there. And again, a Stuart Devlin coin. And you can see the SD right underneath the 5 there. Now this coin is, it's called the echidna, and it's also called the spiny anteater, and you can see that its nose comes right across the 5. Stuart Devlin just did a beautiful design on this. Because it's a small coin, and you can see compared to the other coins how small it is, it seems like it would be harder to engrave and get this kind of familiar design, but he did. And again, a reeded outer rim, and then Queen Elizabeth II in the Raphael David McClure portrait. 2 to go. We have the 2-cent coin right here. Again, Queen Elizabeth II. You can see a little bit of film on there that sometimes comes from, and a little tiny bit of mint damage up here. A little film that sometimes comes from being in a plastic. This, of course, is a smooth coin. Oops. And it's droppable, apparently. And on this one, look at this guy. So, this back here, we see the SD for the Stuart Devlin. Right there. And this coin is the frilled lizard, and it's from Northern Australia. I've never really seen one in real life, but you can see kind of the lizard's head here. You can see these big ear-like things that actually come out from below the chin, and it pops these out, and it makes it much more scary, I guess, to other animals. And there's the SD, and to humans. You can just see that there. And finally, we have the 1-cent coin. And the 1-cent coin is just a little tiny coin, and it's kind of apropos because it is has one of the world's tiniest animals on it. It's the feather-tailed glider, and it's just this little tiny thing. On this one, you can see the SD way, way down in here. Get that pen. I don't want it to be sticking out, the pen part. So right there, let's magnify this up. You can see the SD. So let's back up. These are our coins from Australia from 1989. They made 150,000 of them. They're relatively expensive if you buy them individually, but if you're going to buy them, I would suggest you maybe buy them like I did in a mint set. You can probably get this mint set for under $15, and some of these coins are worth 6 or 8 American dollars each. So buy it in a set. For some reason it's cheaper. You might have to break it out like I did, or maybe you never break it out because they're just so beautiful in the set. Thanks for watching the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.